What's going on, everybody? This is Soulful, bringing you guys another episode of Surviving Mars. And as you see, our little buddies are working very feverishly to get all the supplies that we just received off of the supply ship. This is our current active working dome at this point so far in the story, and we are progressing very well right now with our actual colony. We have so far 14 colonists in this one particular dome, and as you saw in the graphs, they're actually pretty happy. So we're doing very well at keeping the happiness up and the sanity up, which is very important to keeping the colonists happy, so that way they'll do their jobs on in the colony. So definitely been doing that well. Right now, I actually realized I needed to do a drone hub for this new, basically satellite location where we placed our first dome. So I'm putting in the drone hub right here. Because right now we only have the mobile commander, and we need to get a drone hub up so that way we can have a larger area of influence. So that way they can be able to reach out and get the race walk from the rare metals extractor and be able to put that in the dump sites based on the distance.
Humankind might be on the verge of a new golden age, and we have to be the ones who ride the crest of that wave.
Alright, so right here, this is actually just the basic mission statement of what the initial colony has to establish on their first colony of going out to Mars. They want us to be able to research up to 40 different technologies. Right now we're up to 22. So what you're going to see me do in the next few missions or next few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to schedule up a lot of research so we can get it all completed. Because that's, I mean, once you get that first initial mission evaluation completed, then the mystery story will start. So that's why we want to go ahead and do really good on that, so that way we're prepared when the mystery story starts. And that actually got pretty impressive. So definitely I'm really excited for that portion of the gameplay. Alright. So right now what I'm actually doing is I'm actually taking the little drones that came in with the last supply ship, and I'm moving them all over to the new drone hub that we just established. And that was one of the reasons why we had to actually put it down there, because we brought those drones up there for that purpose, to move them over. So now we're just shipping them over. I actually learned on later on that there's actually a way to be able to transfer all of them at one time, but I hadn't figured that out. I was doing it the old initial way that I learned by doing them separately one by one. So thank you to the developers for adding that new option to be able to move all drones at one time. That was definitely a new added bonus. It's the one that's right here in the corner that has the two heads. That one allows you to move all the drones that are attached to that one operator to a different drone hub altogether, which is out. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go into the research tree. A lot of the technologies that we needed to get accomplished so that way we can meet that 40 goal were the ones that I was holding off on doing, and I wanted to do the ones that were most important. So I was like, you know what, let's just look at them. What you have to look at is how much the research cost is. I'm only making a total of 500 research per soul. That's per day. So you want to make sure that you queue up the ones that are going to have the lowest so you can research them very quickly. And I actually outsourced a lot of that research, and we got a lot of research points all at one time, and that helped us burn through a lot of that as well. So you'll see that as we go back into the research tree.
Pipe leak reported.
Alright, so right here I noticed that on this supply ship I actually brought in some food and I forgot to take it off because we don't actually have a supply depot for actual food placement. So I had to drop down 2 real quick so that way the drones will take that off. Because I wanted to send the ship back. It has rare metals on it that I need to sell so I can get the money. So that's what I was trying to get done as quick as possible.
Pipe leak reported. Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Alright, so at this point, I'm seriously thinking that we need to go ahead and start sending more colonists up from Earth. We've completed the first 10-day um, cycle, and that has been completed where the colonists are happy. They're all thriving in their jobs. So it's time to go ahead and start sending up more people. I went ahead and threw down another landing pad, so that way when we drop ships on, they can just come right there and the dome is right next to them. And as well as still inside the drone hub's area of influence, so those robots will be able to unpack that ship if it has like any food when we send up with passengers and stuff. So right here I'm actually destroying my most recent concrete extractor. That deposit has completely been dried out. I'm realizing that we need to move it some more. And as you can see, there's still area where we can still extract concrete. So I just dropped another one down over here so we can get that situated. I first had to just destroy the cables so we can get in the right spot. Yeah. Always looking at the available resource in the status bar to see exactly what's the most we can extract. And that was the one that was going to get us the most right there. I think it was like 215 units. And we just ran the cable back over. And there we go. So right here, I'm looking at the available funding, and we had over $13 billion. I was like, let's go ahead and outsource a lot of this money so that way we can get a whole lot of souls and get a lot of research points all at one time. And that's how we knocked out a lot of that research really, really quickly. Alright, so right here I'm actually going through my filters again to see exactly what will be the best options for setting up more colonists. It said only had availability of 6 colonists. I kind of wanted to fill up the full ship of 22, but I still want to make sure that the first initial colonists that we have in this first dome all have, no flaws, and they have good sanity, and we want to make sure that they're going to work based on, all the tasks that we need them to do so we can build into a new colony. So that's the reason why that filter was so low. As you will see later on, I will actually, in future episodes, I have taken it off. We get a buttloads of colonists that want to come up at that point. But a lot of them have flaws, but there are different technologies that's on the research tree that can be able to treat those flaws and turn them into perks. So that's just something more that you have to research as new technologies in the research tree, and that's what just makes this game so fun. It's a progression process. We're looking at different options. There's a mystery story, you have your base mission evaluation objectives as well, and just managing the resources and everything that you have a part of your dome is what makes this game just a great great kind of game that most people won't usually take advantage of, but it's calming and really nice and relaxing as a real good game to try. Definitely I would recommend this game for anybody. Alright, so here is our new 6 colonists that we brought in. As you can see, they come off the ship.
Colonists have arrived.
It's so cool. That's what's so fun. Just to see them interacting, just knowing that the game is running a full society and small inside of this one little dome, and then you have all the little smaller robots running everything else on the outside. It's just the miraculousness of development of this game. Saying so many different parts and moving pieces just everywhere, and the processing is just going crazy trying to keep up with all of it. Alright guys, so at this point we've brought 6 more colonists up. We increased the dome population up to 20. At this point we're going to go ahead and we're going to end this particular episode of Surviving Mars. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and as well hit the little bell so you get the notifications. As well, check us out over on Twitter. It's at SoulfulSax Gaming, and I will catch you guys later. Enjoy.
Sector scanned.